Okay, so it is finally the 1st of December, and that means summer is upon us. And I am excited for summer because summer is dahlia season. So this is the entrance to the front door, and you can see my sweet peas are climbing beautifully, but the sunflowers, their growth has just been enormous. So a month ago they were that high, and now they are all the way up over there, and much taller than me. I can just try and show you. Here I am, I'm 1.67 meters, and there's the sunflower's height. So probably 2 meters, which is enormous and so magical for the children. They just love it. This snapdragon sweet peas looking beautiful, and you won't believe it, fungus. That's not the focus of today's video, however. If you can remember, I planted those huge dinner plate dahlias, one over there and one over there. I lost this one during a storm, and I've since replaced it with Nenekazi, which is a shorter variety. I pulled it out of that garden. I looked after it a little bit and waited for it to reroot. It was a cutting, and now I've put it in over there just to fill the gap. This is a saved tuber from last season. It's going to stay short like that. And then we have this one, which is Nadia Ruth, and it's gained a lot of height in 1 month. Look at this one. So this one looks like it has a yellow tinge right now, but it won't last long, and then it will be white. So this is a white night sunflower. It seems like I got my white nights and my pro-cut plums all mixed up. And the plums are really quite a bit taller than the white nights. They are supposed to both be 2 meters. This one's probably 1.5 meters, and these ones are all getting to 2 meters. And I have my Alyssum in the front, has filled in beautifully. It's just like a carpet. And of course, if you can remember, I have Gomphrena and Salvia and Didiscus, and that's more Salvia and more Didiscus. Look how tall this one is, and then that one is all the way down here. So interesting growth going on in this garden, but it's still pretty, and it smells like heaven when you open the door to this area. The petunias are doing well. This pot, or this hanging basket, has got a deeper bowl than those two, and then as you can see, petunia is way happier in there than those two. Those ones are growing up. This one is filling in nicely. I've recently learned that you get cascading petunias and you get others that grow up, so I am looking into, I might even just pull these two out completely. I don't like the way they look, and they look weird. That one looks good, so I might just restart those two. They do have succulents in them, so it won't be completely bare. This succulent's growing so lovely, and I even have a little extra sweet pea that I stuck up there. This one is just looking really beautiful. I have strawberries which are starting to fruit finally. Remember, if you can, I screw them up. Now they're starting to fruit. So they make a little flower first, and in the middle of the flower the strawberry develops. I have bird netting for this, I just haven't needed it yet because I cut off all the flowers many times. These are the Marigold French Vanilla. They did flower. Emma came in and chopped all the flowers off. She also chopped my parsley in a very rude way, as well as my coriander. And then we have some little turnips over there. The still garden is growing very nicely. That plant's filling in. That's going to be, I'm sure that's Nigella. And really the star of the side patch is this Cleome. I grew this from seed. I had such bad germination. I only got 2 plants, but I'm very happy with this one. This one's going to make 2 flowers right from the get-go. And there we have my new potting bench with all my flowers that I've grown from seed, just ready for another project. And these are my dahlia cuttings down here in my cafe au lait. See, this one didn't take, it's dead. Those three did. That is exciting. This one looks especially good. Maybe these guys need some water. I'll just turn around. We'll go back this way. That's the new little herb garden. Star jasmine is flowering. It is just full of blooms, and it also smells delicious. I'm not sure if the sweet peas are better or the star jasmine, but it is just gorgeous. Here my cafe au lait. This is the first bloom. Tomorrow it will open all the way. And look at the color on this. It's just a piece of art. Here's another one. So I did actually, what do you call it again? When you cut the middle, you pinch the middle stem out so that you get two growing, and that's why I'm getting the first two are blooming at the same time. You remember I pulled this one up. I split it in two. This one is doing okay, but it's now obviously significantly behind the others, but I don't mind. Summer's coming. Portulaca in the front looks quite sweet. I just remulched that area today. This is the garden bed that I replanted 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no color, but things are growing. You can see here my dahlias have grown significantly, and if you look carefully, you'll see the tomatoes. They are on the plant, and this is a different variety, but there is fruit. So that is all good news. And the sweet peas, which I planted at the back, have germinated. So in a few months, hopefully this garden would have recovered from the hack job I did on it. Here are those sunflowers that I just stuck in here. I'm going to try and show you the top of this. I don't know if you can see that, but that is the Pro-Cut plum opening up. It's so tall that I can't even see it. Remember, here's rosemary, lavender. I just planted these little lavender plants in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I hope to fill this whole thing really with lavender, because I'm constantly having to weed here. So I'd rather plant some plants. And here is marigold French vanilla. And I do love that color bloom a lot more than the bright orange marigold. The dahlias are still flowering, those cactus ones. And these are the other tubers that I ordered. And they are getting on very well. So they're all supposed to get at least this tall. So in a month, hopefully you won't be seeing any of these stakes. I just pulled out the potatoes or the spuds today, so I mulched it. I'm just going to have a little think for 1 or 2 days as to what I want to plant over here. I have lots of options. The sweet peas are climbing up the top very quickly. A month ago I only had one that was tall enough to latch on, and now this is my tallest one, so that's about 1 meter tall. We also just planted this little garden a month ago. I added that little cafe au lait right there when I split the other one up, and it has taken. And now we get to the dahlias over here, which are blooming like crazy. I've already cut a bunch of these, and look how many more there are, as well as the snapdragons and the straw flowers. The celosia are blooming. I have lots of little plants tucked in which are not yet blooming, and more of these little dahlias that I grew from seed. It was just a mixed bag of pot dahlias, so I knew they were going to be short, but I did not know that they would be this beautiful. Here we have Cabana banana. So already it's quite a bit taller than that stake. That's a 1.2 meter stake, and it's quite a bit bigger than that, and covering it up really beautifully. This plant has flowered. That's the Penhill watermelon, but I cut it because it was quite windy. And we have little alyssums which are planted in between over there just to fill some space. in the meantime, and the gladioles over there are getting nice and tall as well. As I turn, I'll show you what the sunflowers are doing. So some are looking wonderful. Let me start there perhaps. So this would have been one that opened recently. Oh, it's about as big as the dahlia, so a whole hand for me. And the bumblebees love it. They love it so much. Then we have the white ones I did show you earlier, interplanted, and then all of a sudden there's a little plum. So these haven't opened today. I noticed this for the first time. So I obviously had a labeling issue. What happens though is the bees, they love it. They love it so much. You'll see they've eaten all the pollen out of this one. Oh my goodness, and there's an earwig inside there. I can see it. But I'm going to leave it to get old and dry so that we can collect seeds with the children. Because that's really what it's all about. It's for the nature, and the birds will come and eat the seeds, and just the kids love this sunflower project more than I could have dreamed of. I'm just so pleased with how this has turned out. Maybe I'll show you the pots really quick. I'm still struggling with these two. I feel like one of two things. Either the cosmos and the sunflowers are not happy together. That might be the one thing. Or the potting soil in here. I didn't tip it all out and put new ones. So maybe the potting soil is a bit tired. This is the teddy bear sunflower. Very cute. Got more dahlias. I'm quite proud of this pot. This pot is doing well. It's got a nigella in it, pot dahlia, a scabiosa, and then the snapdragons all the way around. And this snapdragon is also pretty tall. And this is a different kind of sunflower called music box mix. So it's got this lovely little brown or dark orange circle and then the yellow tips. And it's really beautiful. Over here is a hollyhocks, which has also been tucked in. So this pot's happy. I've got 2 or 3 of those pot sunflowers in there and a hollyhocks, and it has just grown nice and full, and that's the way I like it, really, compared to this guy who just looks sad. So I'll probably be thinking about that, doing some research, and I might just start again. It's early enough in the season. I can start again. This is Auntie's garden. I showed it to you last weekend. It's been windy, so these lupins have fallen over. Nemophilia has fallen over. Not sure what I'm going to do about them, but the dahlias are the stars of this garden as well, and they look wonderful. They do look healthy and fantastic, and I've even got some blooms forming over here, so, or buds rather. And then this might be the tallest sunflower of all. It's taller than Fatty, so you know it must be big. Oh, and I just noticed it will also be a plum. Okay, that's it from me. I tried to do it in less than 10 minutes. It's 14 minutes. Hope you enjoy, and we'll be bringing you along for the next month as we change things and make things better. And for me, this is just time for the dahlias to shine. I just love them. I could look at them all day. I just want to bring them inside and fill my whole house with them. I want to come outside and look at them. I'm obsessed with them. I do belong to a Facebook group called Dahlia Addicts New Zealand, and that is, I do belong there. I don't feel out of place. So I'll quickly show you the potatoes or the spuds. Okay, that's it from me. See you next time.
Have to spread out. They don't look like Hey buddy, how does that one flower feel?
It feels cool.
What's it called? Do you know?
Storeflower.
Hey, good job.
We're gonna check out how the potatoes are going. That's palette.
Should we look, John?
Oh, I didn't know that these were the potatoes. I thought that was.
This and that. I'll just check these guys first.
Because these look very sad, hey?
The leaves look terrible.
Ooh! Look
What do you got? What do you got?
That look, well,
Spuds.
Yeah, that looks like the perfect spots for
Yeah.
potjiekos.
yeah, we could.
Hey?
Yeah. How cute are these?
Are we gonna use? Well, we might leave that color. Let's see.
you
Those ones and the ones that Leah did at school.
Emma, come
Huh?
here, darling.
Yeah. Ooh, this one's nice, hey? I'm just looking for some more potatoes. Oh, that potato exploded. I did not know potatoes could explode. Here are some. I'm gonna. Oh, I think I just found another one. No, that's a root. Yeah. These are the only little potatoes.
It's a super tiny potato.
Well, we have enough for a potjie, eh? But these are still very nice.
See if you can find any more in here. Take it
Oh,
out,
there.
take the bush out. Hey, there's another one. Come all there.
Push out. Should I just take that one?
Yep, just take it out.